fun begins. I am a Jedi.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Get us out of here! Oh my!
To summertime.
To summer.
Because fuck Oktoberfest and your goddamn beer and the fucking fall, to blue skies, 80-degree weather, beach, or as we call it in Jersey, the shore.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what's good about right now. Not your fucking Oktoberfest.
Okay, first of all, I think we've already toasted to the summertime, so that should.
I don't give a fuck. Did it again.
Wow. Dave does not like the fall and winter, apparently.
No.
Now, I'm with you on winter. I hate winter nowadays. As I'm getting older, my bones are getting a lot more stiff, and my joints and all
My
that.
bones.
And it's just fucking winters up here in the Northeast are brutal when you're old. And
Winter in general is just as it starts getting colder.
Yeah.
Just not worth it.
No.
Just I want to be able to go outside in fucking January and the sun to be out, and I could I don't mind wearing a light jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a sweatshirt even.
Sure.
I'm cool with that. It's all good.
Right.
I got to start fucking putting I got long johns on and fucking it's $300 fucking North Face that with the liner zipped in and everything else, so I can go out and fucking unbury myself to make some stupid drive where nobody should be fucking driving, because in the Northeast everyone forgets how to fucking drive.
Yes.
What?
As soon as they
wow,
start seeing
there's
snowflakes.
There's snow. What is this thing? It was like, your entire existence you fucking driven in this, and suddenly you can't do it today.
Yeah.
Fuck snow. Fuck the winter. Fuck fall.
But why fuck
To
fall?
summer.
Why fuck fall, though? Fall's nice. The temperatures start cooling down. It's not unbearable.
Let me tell you, let me tell you two good things about fall.
Mm-hmm.
Football.
Mm-hmm. That's important. Halloween? Thanksgiving?
No.
Cooler temperatures.
Football. Football. I mean, football's both of those things. Both of the things are football. I if the Phillies make the playoffs, I mean, there's that's
They're baseball, right?
it is baseball, but might have been the second thing. But really, I mean, look, my birthday's like right before Halloween. Like and as the years go by, my birthday is like kind of like more and more of a
More depressing than a celebration.
Yeah, like this year in particular, like because it's gonna be right around the same time like my military retirement is gonna happen, so it's just gonna be I'm trying. Look, viewing audience, I'm looking at you. Not really. It's just a weird time right now. I've never been a big fall guy. There's a thing, like legitimately, there's that seasonal affective disorder. That's a legit thing. And what happens to me, and it's been ever since I was a kid, there'll be the last time that we drive back from the shore. Actually, it's almost every time we drive back from the shore. And I get this just depressed feeling in my chest. Like, oh, fuck, summer's over.
Right.
It's like back to, like as a kid, because I spent so much time down the shore during the summer, like, coming back up the fucking expressway to get towards Philly again is like, it's reality and school and bullshit and everything else. Whereas everything down the shore was just perfect.
Yeah.
So I still get that to this day. I mean, I'm going to turn 42 years old this year. And every single, like August going into like September with the school stuff, it's, hey, just moved my daughter into Penn State, as this airs, whenever this airs. So my kids are both back in college, and like, I just get that feeling like the leaves are changing, so that means the trees are dying.
Yeah.
It's just winter's coming. It's just sad for me. I just don't like it.
Or like a seasonal depression kind of thing.
Yeah, I start seeing orange and shit like that. It just makes me unhappy. So I've always I've been a huge Eagles fan, so I love football.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I was coaching it and stuff like that. So I found solace in football, but you know, this has been the Dave therapy session for the summer being almost over, because you know summer's almost over. It's almost It's going to be Labor Day, like, you know, really soon.
Yeah. By the time you listen to this,
So it's I don't know. It's just a thing. I don't like when summer's over. It's depressing.
Well, if you're still with us and you haven't killed yourself listening to Dave, hello everyone, and welcome to All Things Star Wars, the greatest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. No, I think we're going to keep it in. I think this is good. It's good for you to get this out, and you know, maybe somebody else out there feels the same way you do, and they can relate. So maybe you'll help somebody else who also gets these seasonal depressions. And
how would I help them? I would make it so much worse. It would be like, yeah, I have the same thing too. I'm like, no, it's the worst, right? So let's move to South Carolina, where we don't have to fucking worry about it. And the temperature changes, or be homeless in Hawaii.
I know, like if you're gonna be homeless anywhere, it might as well be there.
Fucking great.
Anyway, what are we talking about this week?
I think you know what's going on this week is it's like a fucking potpourri. Star Wars.
Yes, it's like we'll sprinkle in a little bit of this, we'll mix in some of that.
This is some of the stuff that we've been like kind of wanting to do, like, so there's a lot of structure in the podcast for these people out there, believe it or not.
Yes,
believe it or not, we actually do have like notes. There's things written down on pieces of paper, and like we try and follow it best, and we get our sidebars, and the next thing you know, we have a 2-hour podcast
when we plan for an hour.
Yeah, but today we decided that we just have stuff that we just want to look at and enjoy as like Star Wars fans. And now that we have the video content too, now our fans can see what we're looking at. You know, all these times that you've brought something out of the corner, like, oh, look what I found at the thrift store, the best thing ever. Like now we get to do that. Yeah. So that's what this episode is.
But then, of course, all the jackasses in their car are just trying to like get through their commute are like, I still don't get to see it.
You can still listen to it and then find it on YouTube, and then you know you'll see it.
Yeah. So yes, on YouTube, check out the Vince Russo YouTube channel. Also,
do it, bro. Seriously, bro.
But also, at this point, we still haven't created our own channel for the video podcast content, but that's coming soon. I'm actually thinking about doing a VidMe channel, because
I don't know what that is.
VidMe it's a competitor to YouTube, because I feel like it's time to start like trying to break this Google monopoly that's out there. So there are other services, alternate services. VidMe is one of them, so I may put us up on VidMe. So keep an eye and ear out for that.
Listen, don't ruin our podcast following because you decide you're gonna you know.
No, we're gonna be on YouTube.
We don't need to fight the power here. I mean, come on. The idea is to grow, not necessarily like, oh, we're gonna be on VidMe and fuck Google.
I didn't say fuck Google. I never said fuck Google.
You just did. We can isolate it. You could say fuck Google.
Okay, we have a recorded record of all.
Fuck Google.
You don't do the audio editing around here, so you can't do any kind of tricks to make it sound like I said fuck Google.
I don't fuck with that at all. Here, I'm just a color guy.
And I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, so yes,
VidMe is what you were talking about.
Yeah, well, all right, we've moved on from that. So this week, we're just doing a whole kind of mishmash of stuff, mostly shit that you have brought to the table today that we're gonna open up, unbox, look at, talk about. But first, before we get into that, we're gonna get into our week in Star Wars.
Yep.
First of all, we have a mutual week in Star Wars thing to talk about, and that is the Star Wars Celebration, not to be confused with the actual Star Wars Celebration convention, but this is a concert in Philadelphia that we're going to. It's also named a Star Wars Celebration, which no confusion at all.
None. Yeah. Well, it's the Philly. I think the full title is the Philly Pops.
Okay.
A Star Wars Celebration.
Okay.
So it's not going to be the movie.
Right.
Like they're not showing the movies. It's the music of Star Wars. They're going to have cosplay. There'll be characters there. I don't know who will be there. So there'll be picture opportunities for stuff like that for us, and the wives will probably go hide.
Yeah.
But yes, it's so fucking that is something to be excited about this fall. Besides Eagles football, the fact that in October we're going to be able to go sit and listen to a couple of hours of John Williams, in full orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously he's not conducting.
No, but they're taking his score, and
exactly.
I'm sure they're going to put their own spin on it and string together a bunch of the different tracks from the movies.
Yeah,
hopefully we get the full spectrum prequels all the way to Force Awakens, because we've talked about it in the past. As much as we shit on the prequels had some really good music.
Yep, I agree.
Force Awakens,
especially Phantom Menace. I think Phantom Menace was one of the best soundtracks.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you get Duel of the Fates, you get a couple other tracks that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yes,
those and also those.
Yes, the things with the things.
Insert those musical items here.
Yeah, but I mean, you also get Rey's theme in Force Awakens, some other good stuff in Force Awakens. So hopefully they take everything, and hopefully it's not just limited to the original trilogy.
You know what? I don't care. It's going to be one of those things where everything they play is just going to be like, oh my god, it's going to be, this is the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. What I'm hoping is going to be. There's an album which I think you got a John note here. So I'll mention John here ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when I got his iPod,
for the listeners who are wondering, who the fuck is John? Who the fuck is John?
John Azier.
Okay, a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah,
that's what I'm driving at.
There's a note on here, so I want you to explain that. But for this particular thing, there's a soundtrack. It's not a soundtrack. It's an album that I downloaded, and I know it's off of his iPod, and it somehow managed to work its way into my library.
Is that legal?
Probably. Yes, absolutely, it's legal. Why would we do anything illegal?
Yeah.
However, it is the way the compilation is. The music's fantastic. It's the way it ebbs and flows in between different movies and things like that.
Is it presented like a concert?
It's like 8 tracks. I can't find an album art. I can't find this album anywhere.
Oh, this is that one you were talking about where you couldn't find any record of it whatsoever.
No, it's one of the most perfect things ever. So that's my expectation. Like going to the Philly Pops is to sit there and listen to them.
Yeah.
Put like you said. Put music together, that ordinarily I can't imagine they're going to sit there and just play through all of Leia's theme, like
Probably
just straight
not.
through. They'll combine elements to it and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
intertwine different themes.
Yeah.
Maybe play like a Padme theme intertwined with a Leia theme kind of thing.
Maybe
that would be pretty awesome. And you mentioned our friend John. He's going to be going with us to this, and all 3 of our wives are going. So this is a first. Well, first of all, I've never even met John's new wife, so I'm assuming she's lovely and she's a nice person and all she's that.
Great.
So
great, it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. Kate's going to be there as well, so but we'll put Kate on a bus and send her back to school afterwards because she's going to be in. But she was adamant because we bumped her out of Indiana Jones.
Oh,
that third ticket for Indiana Jones. She got bumped, and she has just been so pissed at me since.
No,
so
I didn't realize.
Well, so when the Philly, it was my doing. It was like because she was on the fence about it. Whatever. I don't care. I take responsibility for it.
Yeah.
We had ulterior plan. We had not ulterior motives. We just had alternate plans.
Yes.
And so we all went.
Because it just ended up being you, me, and John just went out.
And so one of you ended up with Kate's ticket, and she was pissed.
Clearly, it was John who took.
Clearly,
yeah,
because he was still coming up from Florida. So, right. Kate, you're going this time. You're going to be there. You better be. You're fucking unless your grades suck.
Oh,
unless your grades suck.
Yeah,
we're putting that out there. It's fucking. Actually, I don't think she in her Penn State access. I don't think she's letting me see
her grades.
Her grades. I don't think she's letting me do that.
It could be wise, from her point of view. It could be a smart thing.
But anyway, yes, fucking, we're gonna go sit down. We're gonna hear John Williams music for a couple hours. And it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah,
great day. I can't wait.
And you mentioned the cosplay stuff. Your wife posted some stuff on Facebook, tagged us in it, and they're gonna be doing all kinds of cosplay picture opportunities. I guess before the show. So if we have our podcast T-shirts ready by then, we may be wearing our podcast gear and getting some pictures with some stormtroopers and.
Yep. So I'm working on. in the amazing amount of spare time I have, which would be zero, I was working on a logo, and maybe get some T-shirts together. Maybe we get some decals or something we can give away. But
yeah,
something. Get some merch. That'd be. I think that'd be fun just to get some stuff like that out there.
Absolutely.
So we're working on it. I'm putting it out there to everyone out in Instagram and out there in the, if you're watching on YouTube or you're on Instagram or even Twitter. Send something to us. Send something like if you have a logo idea that's not copyrighted that you think would be cool on a T-shirt or whatever, because you listen to our voices. Now you have ideas of what we look like.
Yeah.
If you sketch, if you're an artist and you want to sketch something, fucking send it.
Yeah, or if you're some of our bigger listeners, the big loving gorilla with the tie, and somebody who's an artist, ask him to do a logo for us.
Yeah,
please.
something. Yeah, and we will give you full credit.
Yeah.
For providing it, but probably no kickback.
No, probably not. Because we don't get anything. Though we are starting to get ad revenue from Audio Stack. Finally, the first checks have rolled in. That, $1.28. It's something.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone.
Yes.
And thank you for 5-star reviews also. Before we get into into anything else, let's look at oh, am I looking at the right thing?
While you're looking that up, you mentioned our friend John Azier. He and I had a couple hours. We were hanging out last weekend. We were working and stuff, and bumped into each other at the ceremony. And he was very adamant about receiving the proper credit for introducing you to certain things. Like, you did give him the credit for the Yingling Premium. I will give you that.
Yep.
He mentioned that specifically, but he's also mentioned things like the Family Guy Star Wars and the Robot Chicken Star Wars, mentioned that he kind of introduced you to all of this stuff, and he wants full credit for anything that he
Listen, I give John a lot of credit to these things as they come up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't say John Azier, copyrighted to John Azier, or your full credit there. Just, John, listen for your fucking name. When you hear the word John, that's you. It's not hard.
Well, there are a lot of Johns out there. How does he know that you're talking about him?
If I say John, listen. John and I go back a ways, and we're real good friends. If I say John, you can automatically assume that that's the John we're talking about. Fact is, if I said John, I don't even know who else is there.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
You don't do a good job at it.
I'm getting you riled up, aren't I?
Yeah.
And that's what counts. It's just it's just getting you spun up.
Why?
Getting Angry Dave going. Yeah, I don't think you can pull up reviews.
You can absolutely do it. I did it the other day, and fuck if I can do it now. But anyway,
and this is the rest of the episode. Is Dave trying to find our 5-star?
It is not, because I don't want to dwell on it, because we got things to do.
Yes,
but thank you for the 5-star reviews. We're definitely noticing it, and it helps us. It makes us feel good.
Yeah.
So keep it up,
and we will read them probably on the next show, because we've blown that chance today. Sorry.
Not really. There'll be a time where I'll be like on camera going. I'll be up here doing this shit.
All right.
So
fair enough.
Anyway,
so Week in Star Wars. Carrying on. Me. Cue the celebration music. Finally, after months of Dave giving me so much bullshit about finishing Empire's End, I finished Empire's End. Yes, I finished the book Empire's End. Yep. Yes. It was good. Yeah, it answered a couple of questions and then created about a dozen more. But it was a solid book, a nice ending to that Aftermath trilogy. And I'm looking forward to talking about it in detail.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I did want to mention today, because it's not really a spoiler, has nothing to do with the plot of the books, but I noticed that twice in Empire's End, they referenced the old Sith Empire, which we've talked about before. Legends material being what it is, tech stuff, the Knights of the Old Republic era, all of the comic books that took place around then, the Old Republic, the game that I play now, all of that shit is considered Legends material for now. Mm-hmm. But this is the first reference in the current canon to the shit that took place during that time frame, during the 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin kind of thing, because that's what was going on around that time. You had the Galactic Republic, and then you had the Sith Empire, and they were kind of having their battles. And twice they referenced the old Sith Empire in Empire's End, and I popped huge, and I was really excited when I saw that.
I bet you did.
Hopefully, this is them reintroducing all of that material into the current canon. Because, like I've said before in the past, it won't fuck up anything in the current canon. So, unless it's just something that they want to completely rewrite themselves, it's all out there, and it's nothing that would spoil the current canon, and it's good material. And it's stuff that they're still producing new content for with the Old Republic. They're still going through new content patches and new storyline stuff in the Old Republic. Unfortunately, it's not considered canon right now. So hopefully this is bridging that gap and telling the masses that this stuff is canon.
So I don't know. Can we see the Jason? Do we see how excited he is right now about just even talking about the Old Republic? Like, can we frame that up somehow? Look at him. Look at how happy he is.
You know, I didn't think that you would be so condescending about anything Star Wars related.
It's not condescending. It's just you're obviously excited.
I am.
Popped huge.
Yeah.
Is I believe the term you used.
I did. Yeah. So
for some things there's movement. Other times you just pop huge. Apparently.
I did. But
so good for you.
Yes. So besides that, speaking of the Old Republic, I've been playing my Sith Warrior. There's multiple classes that you play through in that game, and each class has its own different storyline. So the only one I had finished up to this point was the Republic Trooper, because they were fucking awesome. And now I finished the Sith Warrior class campaign. Now I only have 6 more class campaigns to go. So it's been fun though.
I bet it has.
Yeah.
Look, here's why I give you grief about the Old Republic, right?
Uh-huh.
So when we first started talking about doing the podcast, you're like, yeah, this is one of the things I want to do. I'm like, okay. Yeah, let me, I have a newer Dell laptop, it's a workstation basically from Word and shit like that. It's not a gaming machine.
Right.
And you had said, well, bring it over because let me check the specs to see if it's even going to run this game. I'm like, I don't need to fucking start making an investment in a goddamn machine to just play this old game. When
it's not old.
That I have a perfectly good fucking Battlefront where I can sit in front of and still work towards fucking making 100.
It's understandable.
So that to me, like when we first started talking about, that's like the Old Republic game. I'm sure it's fantastic. Like, and you get into it, it's immersive and stuff, and I get it, believe me. And I give you shit because it's fun. Right. But honestly, you probably would have had me playing this stupid game if you hadn't been like, oh, you just, what Dell is that? What's processor? Oh, that's not gonna run this. You're gonna need that. I'm like, fuck.
I don't even remember this conversation.
You don't. We had it right out in front, outside the fucking studio. We're not talking about it, Mister. Like up until recently, if you look at our Instagram story, we gave you a little tour of the studio, mm-hmm. But. You had piles of machines that you were building out here. All the CPUs and shit, just stacks and boxes in here. Look, I used to do that shit for a living. I know how all that stuff works. I'm not like, I would rather just have a Mac and fucking enjoy myself than worry about getting a gaming machine so I can play Old Republic. I
don't recall ever telling you needed to.
You didn't. You said, I'm going to have to see the machine to see if you're even going to be able to run it. Because I could see the fear in your eyes is like, oh, he's going to lag and it's going to make it horrible. You talk about condescending. And I'm like, oh, what piece of shit. Yeah, no, the conversation was had, and I'm sure you're just going to browbeat me into playing the fucking game.
Oh, that's going to happen.
And I'm fine with that. Yeah. It's fine. I just,
even if it means like throwing you on this laptop right next to my desktop, and we just kind of play side by side.
That's fine. And we'll do it for the show.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah,
but I am not a MMO type.
I gathered that, but it's Star Wars.
It is Star Wars. So I'm willing because it's Star Wars.
Right.
But
I'm not pushing the issue yet. You know, we've got a lot more shit to deal with
and I've
right
got
now.
I'm only at 78 on Battlefront. You know, I haven't played Battlefront in like 4 days.
Oh my god, 4 days!
It's like 4 days, dude. Seriously.
Is that like a record for you? Going 4 days without playing Battlefront?
Potentially. Well, I was TDY. So we'll segue into what I've been doing in Star Wars. So okay. I had to fly down to Texas for a couple days, take care of some stuff, and so I had started Tarkin. We had talked about it on the podcast where got into it just a little bit. Mm-hmm. I finished Tarkin. I had 2 legs. I had the leg from Philly to Atlanta, then Atlanta to San Antonio. Tarkin was done before I landed in San Antonio. What was cool about it for us as military guys, there was like these little nuances like that when you're talking about it's tough to put into words. It's just stuff that when you read it you recognize it as like, okay, this is a military thing as opposed to this is like for somebody
like a Sith thing.
Like Bob Healy when he read it, like to him it just was something. It was like, oh, what, this is boring. Yeah. You know, and for him it wasn't that interesting
because he's not a military guy,
right? So for us, there was a little bit more background there. And then since I read it after I read Thrawn, I noticed some tie-ins there. So I would my recommendation would be to read Tarkin before Thrawn.
Tarkin then Thrawn, okay?
And because you'll pick up things in Tarkin. Or you pick up things in Thrawn that you went through in Tarkin. Mm-hmm. It's just subtle nuances, but it is a little bit of a foundation story.
Right.
And it was written a while before all this other, you know, it was I think it was the first novel to come out after
Tarkin was, yeah. So, with the new canon.
Yeah, so there's some elements there there's some elements of newness to the canon, like in how they're writing stuff, but it was still good. Yeah. I still recommend it, but I finished it quick. Okay. So, referenced last week when we were talking about what we're reading next. So I still haven't decided whether or not I'm most likely gonna read Dark Disciple. Okay. And just plow through that. Mm-hmm. I still have Rebel Rising to read, but that's not even the important part. I read Tarkin. I recommend it. The fucking good shit is right here.
Yeah, I started to take a look at this.
So hit the mouse. I don't know if the screen darkness. See, we have a monitor over here for what the video is doing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if when the screen goes dark, if it affects what you guys are seeing at all, but
which is completely lost on the audio audience. I do apologize for that.
It's fine. They're used to it. Yeah. They're going to be lost on all this. So this is. I got back from Texas, and my dad texts me, and he says, "Hey, you know, are you home?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know." He's like, "Well, all right. Well, I'm going to be by in about an hour." Okay. I'm like, okay. So he shows up, and he's got 2 like FedEx boxes, and he's like, "Oh, here, I picked these up for you," and in it is piles of Empire Strikes Back trading cards.
Yes,
circa 1983.
80.
And
Empire came out in 80.
80. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, look at this. They've even got little facts on the back too. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh,
here's what we have to do, and I'm doing a poor job because I'm just getting wrapped up in the actual cards themselves. So my dad shows up with these boxes, and I was going to bring one of the boxes with me because there's this binder right now for the video audience is about yay thick.
Damn.
Okay, that's
like 300 cards right there.
So, and this was just the ones that I was like sifting through. I was like, okay, I think this is an original one. Mm-hmm. All the rest were duplicates. So I could fill this book with all of the cards.
Between the duplicates and everything else.
So there was a lot of cards in there. Mm-hmm. So the unfortunate thing is it's not the complete set. So I get some work to do to go through through the collection to actually find all of them because I know there's like an IG-88 card that's not in here that was on the list.
But you have like a checklist card that's got.
Yeah, there's the checklist cards are back here, and there was the person whoever had done this. First of all, these cards are in great shape.
Yeah, they're look fantastic.
They're really,
and you can tell they're original prints. You can tell these are from 1980. But
I don't know how the lighting is going to be.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. That's something we're gonna have to work on.
Yeah, we'll work on the lighting. But the we'll take some pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, I think that'll have to be where we put the stuff.
The cards are in fantastic shape, absolutely fantastic shape, and shout out to my dad for I guess he went up to an auction up in North Jersey and. This was part of I guess the auction was run by a guy who does they go into storage sheds and pull out stuff, and these cards were in one of those sheds and sort of for auction. He wouldn't tell me how much he paid. Each one of these cards, probably because they're in such good condition. I
was going to ask you the quiz on the back of this card, and then I read it, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it an easy one?
It's what role does Anthony Daniels play in Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back?
Oh, you mean my 5th worst character in Star Wars?
Yes.
C-3PO?
Yeah.
C-3PO. Do you speak Spanish? So...
Oh, here you go.
Speaking of C-3PO.
What kind of gas is mined in Cloud City?
It is... oh, shit.
I know what it is.
Oh... It's because of the T, right?
Wow, you're gonna do shitty when we get to the Trivial Pursuit part.
Tiberian gas?
Yes, Tiberian. No, it is not. It's Tabana.
Tabana. Shit. We do have Trivial Pursuit coming, by the way. But anyway, so yeah, my dad found these cards. We'll take some pictures and we'll post them up on Instagram.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like,
the video isn't doing it justice, and obviously for the audio audience, you can't see it. Yeah. They're in such good shape.
Yeah, and is this Topps? Is that the brand that put this out?
I believe so.
Yeah, because it looks like looks like the font that Topps used back in the font and the colors. The cool thing that I'm noticing about these is all of these images, damn near every one of these images, is an alternate take from what you see in the movie. This is not just the screenshot that they took from the movie. These are all alternate camera angles, alternate takes, which you don't see this kind of shit very often.
Yeah, there's one here. It's the death of Admiral Ozzel. It's just Vader fucking standing over his body.
Yeah.
Like, all you see is the boots
yeah.
of Ozzel, and laying on the ground.
And you don't see that perspective in the movie.
No. And
it's fucking awesome.
And the cards, it came with the puzzle sticker cards.
Yeah,
these are all intact.
This is fucking amazing.
There's a lot of value in here. One of the things that I really like was the Ralph McQuarrie art.
Yeah,
it's called Space Paintings, and it has the Ralph McQuarrie art for Darth Vader to pursue.
Do they have the one of Vader and Luke fighting? The one where Luke's in like the mask, the gas mask kind of looking thing. You know the image I'm talking about, though, right? The McQuarrie image.
Yeah, check this out. Look at this one.
Sticker with Han and Chewie.
This is from the original. This is 1977.
Oh shit.
There was some original cards in here.
Oh damn.
But yeah, so this was huge. I stood at my my kitchen counter, for about 2 hours just sorting and like, okay, these are duplicates and so there's still a lot in the box.
I saw the pictures your wife put online. So.
Yeah, of me sorting.
Yeah.
You had to do it. I immediately went to Walmart and bought these things.
Yeah, bought the binder and the sleeves.
Yeah, because I just didn't have any sleeves. So
Superman.
Yeah, so these are the ones I'm going to put in the spokes of my 10-speed. These Superman 2 cards, which fuck cares about that. But yeah, like these are original.
Oh yeah,
these are from '77.
Holy shit!
These like Amperu.
Oh, look at that.
Look at Amperu card.
That's awesome, man.
Soldier of Evil. So yeah, very 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 cool. I can't thank my dad enough for showing up. It's been a pretty shitty couple months for me. Honestly, I get my enjoyment from sunshiny days, doing a Star Wars podcast, and spending time with my family. But yeah, him showing up with these cards, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a big part of my week in Star Wars.
Nice. All right.
So what do we want to look at next?
Well, and that's the thing. This episode is basically a bunch of shit that Dave just brought over. So I think we should look at that bounty hunter crate thing, whatever the hell this is.
So here's the story. I don't know if you can see it on the video. What if we can take this?
Again, this is riveting for the audio.
Give it like that.
Podcast. Oh, there you go.
See? So just for the video.
Yeah.
So this Christmas. Yeah, this Christmas. This Christmas or my birthday. Or this past Christmas. I got
gave me your heart?
Stop it. There will be no more singing. My sister got me it's the Star Wars The Bounty Hunter Code from the Files of Boba Fett. So I don't know if everyone listening on it remembers. There was like these books. There were like fancy books that came out that like you had to press a button and it like opened up a certain way, and it was like had the Jedi code, the Sith code, and stuff like that. It was a whole series of these things.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So this was one of them in the Bounty Hunter, and so it's really cool. We're unboxing this thing. Here's the instructions. We'll just throw those away.
And I'm looking right now at like this metal like case with the bounty hunter with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's got the Mandalorian emblem on it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
holy shit.
pull it out of the plastic.
It looks like a folded up laptop, like a gold folded up laptop with the Mandalorian symbol on it. Oh, is this like a puzzle box almost, where it's like you have to like find the piece that you have to shift so you can open
That's
it up?
That's a great question. If I hadn't just thrown away the instructions, I probably would have figured that out. So that I haven't opened this. I wanted to wait. So
you've got one of these little tabs that's obviously for the battery. So you pull that tab out and it attaches the battery to the rest of the thing.
Hopefully, I'd love
if
to
the
see.
battery's still alive.
So let's read. Let's read the directions out loud. So here for the video audience, that's the Mando emblem. It's got some stickers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Surface weathering and simulated damage to the case are for dramatic effect. Fuck you. So do I
because they have to put that disclaimer on there because some fucking asshole's gonna be like, oh, this thing is all rusted.
Ruined. It's good.
I want my money back. I'm gonna sue you.
People are douchebags.
Yes, they are.
All right. Remove plastic battery, tab, and data card from bottom of case. Oh, we gotta get the data card.
Okay. Oh, that.
Yeah, get that out of there. Use the force.
I'm trying.
Use
I feel
it
like
be-
I'm gonna break it.
Use it better. Okay.
I just didn't want to snap the fucking.
All right. So there's the data card.
All right, got it. Data card.
So, it's open case. Press both side buttons simultaneously. After front panel slides down, insert data card into slot and raise lid.
I feel like we're like about to like launch some nukes or something.
I know, right? So here, I figure we turn it this way.
All right.
Turn it that way. That way it's kind of like camera central.
Sure.
Take a swig of.
And again, for the people who are only listening to the audio, they're like, "Oh, this show's going way down."
We're doing our best to fucking describe this, and you may already have this, but it's one of those cool things. Like you can Google it, the Bounty Hunter code, and it was almost like the Jedi holocron, where you press it and it like it like opens a certain way, and then there was like a book inside of it.
This is a real thing that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Like,
I haven't heard of any of this shit.
There's a whole series of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any of these.
All right, so we're gonna press both sides of this.
Oh shit! Oh motherfucker!
So there was a little panel that opened up in front.
Can't get the card in. Oh wait. Oh.
So then it opened.
So you just got to treat it like your woman. You just got to shove it in.
Those are Jason's words, not mine. So here, hang on. Put that back in there. I want to take a picture.
Yeah. So right now, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at a book wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm looking at a Camino and Dart.
So this Camino and Dart. One of the things we trashed in a previous podcast episode
Like it? No, it really looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh no, it definitely is.
It probably is. It's all right. We'll just take it to some random fucking asshole that works at a diner, and he'll be able to spot it right away. You know, I understand there's 20,000 inhabited planets, but I know that's from Camino.
So, there's this thing inside on the top. Really cool, blinking lights on the front.
I know. This is fucking sweet.
Probably, I'll speak up. So, it says, "See Starship Slave 1," and there's like a whole serial number on that.
Nice shit, but I'm not fond of the name.
Operator Fett, Boba, located in geosynchronous Tatooine orbit. Among items found in cockpit was one strongbox, blast proof, disarmed and returned. Same to GCF.
Whoa, hold on. So this is allegedly, they're talking like they found his ship in orbit over Tatooine, like after Return of the Jedi. That's essentially what this is insinuating.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
And now, so they inventoried the shit, and this is what they found. Little battery. Fuck, why is everything stinking?
Which, can we get into a sidebar real quick? So,
Sure.
Why has Disney and Lucasfilm completely refused to bring back Boba Fett in this new canon? What is up with that? They seem content at this point to just let him fucking be dead, and that's it.
Still makes him a lot of money even though he's dead.
Right, so I would imagine if he was alive, it would be even more money.
It's a good question,
Yeah.
because in the Aftermath books, we're talking about the character who picked up the Mando armor,
Yeah,
which we're
we're
led to believe is Fett's armor.
Right, it's kind of insinuated that it's Boba Fett's armor.
Yeah. Anyway, let me finish. Yeah, from what Jason said, there's like a card in here. It's basically military style. Hey, we found this shit. Here's this is where we found it. Contents were examined prior to archiving. Starship towed to impound lot. Blah 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 blah. Okay, contents of case: the Bounty Hunter Code, containing 2 volumes, presumably bound by Boba Fett. His Bounty Hunter Guide Handbook, and Bajorn Kirsted Mandoad. The Death Watch Manifesto, once belonging to Jango Fett, includes handwritten comments from B. Fett, J. Fett, the Bounty Hunters. Greedo, Bosk, Dengar, and Aura Singh.
Greedo.
And the Weequay pirate Hondo Hanaka. So, Hondo is... I know we see him in Rebels and in the Clone Wars. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And General Han Solo, it's handwritten in there. So anyway, basically a wanted poster, boss comments, captain accredited licenses, arms loadout permits, blah, blah, blah. So there's a couple names in here, signed by a couple of people. Make it a real official military looking. But, so very, very cool presentation. Like, So they have this case. They have the book, that Bounty Hunter Code.
This book is fucking awesome. It's going through all kinds of crazy shit, a bunch of different bounties, a bunch of different like vehicles and speeders. Mandalore is a prominent character in the Old Republic era.
Oh my god, that's disturbing when I can hear your friggin' get hard. So we've got the dart. We've got the Camino and dart. I just pulled that out.
It really is it too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's that fucking
it's
Camino
metal
and
too.
dart.
It's fucking metal. Feel it.
Okay, you take.
I'm sure the poison's off of it.
Yeah. It's all right.
So
even if it had the poison on it, I wouldn't expect it to work very well because that bitch was fucking the worst bounty hunter in the world.
Yeah, she should have made the list. There's all kind of there's like a. This is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Ooh. Hello, there's another book underneath that book. This is Making a Killing. Kradosk. I don't know what that means.
That's probably some Mando thing.
Oh, it's a book. It's like an actual story.
So check this out. We'll I'll unfold it and take a picture, but this is a wanted poster.
Oh shit.
Han Solo and the Wookiee.
That is great. 250,000 credits. Not bad.
Yeah.
His Imperial Majesty. Oh, this is for Palpatine. I just assumed this
By
was
proclamation of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Palpatine. This would be cool to. I want to keep all this stuff in the case, but this would be cool to get a copy of it, like framed.
Oh yeah, did display it somewhere here in the studio.
Yeah.
Why would Palpatine want Han Solo though? Like I understand Jabba, but Palpatine?
Well, remember that in words, thoughts and words.
Are we talking about Empire Strikes Back where they want to capture Han just to lure Luke out?
Right.
Okay.
So you got Darth Vader. Darth Vader's acting for Palpatine.
Yeah.
So it's not a bridge too far to think that by order of Emperor Palpatine.
But I mean, you would think if they're gonna make a wanted poster like that, they should make it like from fucking Jabba. Like,
so why would they do for the Imperial Space Ministry? Why would they do Fett in his helmet? You think they take the shit off? Fett, take your helmet off. We're taking your picture for your driver's license. No. All right. It's like the spaghetti monster guy that refused to. Like, no, this is part of my religion. I got to wear this spaghetti strainer on my head. Yeah. Which that guy's an elected official, by the way. There's an elected official who's part of the spaghetti monster.
I'm not even going to talk about.
Not that we're much better with the Force,
but I like that Captain's accredited license. That's his license to, I guess, be a bounty hunter. I don't know.
So
fucking awesome crate though.
Anything else in
this? This is a book. This is a story.
So there's a story in here. Was there anything below that?
Not that I could see.
There's that.
Looks like it's all like hollow under that, unless there's like a secret compartment somewhere.
Almost. Part of me wants to just take this fucking thing apart.
Start smashing it with a hammer.
All right, so let me put the Camino and Dart back here. So anyway, Kathy, Forrest. Kathy's my sister. Forrest is my brother-in-law. This came from them. Very, very cool. Very cool piece of just Star Wars kind of art almost.
Yeah.
With the way the presentation, with the way the bounty hunter code is in there. Very, very cool. I'm glad I waited. Till we had a fucking Star Wars podcast to fucking open it up on.
And this is the first time you've opened it.
First time.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't I was waiting. I didn't like. There's part of me that wasn't going to open it at all. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what? If this thing is in pristine condition, like I won't even take it out of the plastic.
Yeah.
And but I had to at least partially open it and kind of see what the box looks like. And then I was like, oh. If I fucking take the battery out and blah, so very, very cool.
Okay, I thought you were gonna put the key card inside the package. I'm like, that's bad news. Don't do that. This is humorous.
You know what? The fucking bubble wrap's got to go. So it doesn't need the key card.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it needs to lock up the key. Jesus Christ. No. Yeah, you can read the instructions and figure it out.
But anyway, so this is piece number 1.
Yeah. That was good. He's still fucking around with this.
There was a lock. There was the slide lock.
Oh, like a latch. Oh,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So again, Kathy and Forrest, very, very cool. Can't wait for next time you guys are up. You can see it, what it looks like when it's out of the case. So yeah, that was the big reveal for that.
Nice.
I hope it shows up on the video at least, but I enjoyed it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no.
Whether or not it's good for our fucking listening audience, I certainly enjoyed opening it. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I kind of forgot they were there, honestly. So fuck them.
So, but listen, there's an entire
put the bubble wrap in there too.
There's an entire collection of these things for the Jedi, the Sith.
Really?
Yeah. Go on Amazon, you'll see it.
How much would one of these things run me, roughly?
I have no idea. I didn't. Out of respect for my sister for giving it to me as a gift, I didn't look it up.
All right. Well, I might, just because I'm curious how much something like this runs. So, fucking awesome though. Very cool. The Bounty Hunter Code.
Yep.
Now, the other thing you had is you just no.
There it is. Okay. I just wanted to have it one more time on the video.
All right.
So,
Been looking forward. This is the one that I've been looking forward to.
all right. So what we have here, have we really been on for an hour?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
more like 50 minutes. Never mind. Yeah.
So
Close to an
this has been kicking around. You know, I know how my parents picked it up back in the day.
You can tell it's beat up.
Yeah, it's been in the closet. You know, getting I will just pull this out, get the winter shit out, and put this back in.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know how it goes. Just like a game closet. Mm-hmm. So it's been opened, but it's the Star Wars Trivial Pursuit.
And this is the original edition because they've come out with other editions since
this. Is Classic Trilogy Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
Sneak preview card pack inside. I don't know what they're sneak previewing. But
well, let's find it.
What's different about this Trivial Pursuit edition? R2D2. You press his head, he'll tell you how many spaces to move.
Oh, Jesus.
You'll answer related to images on 100 photo cards. Hyperspace, land here, move to any other board space. Hooray! And when asking questions from the episode 1 pack, follow the color coding. So no subject categories. So this must have came out.
This came out in the late night, like 98 or 99. Probably 99 as we were getting ready for the release of Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, yep.
So
that makes sense. 1998.
Oh, there you go.
1998. So.
All right. Now, I don't think we should do the whole
I'm just
board and all that, but I would like to pull out some of these cards.
Heck
and,
yeah. The board is cool.
Ask some questions.
So I like there's little nuances. Like, I don't know if you can pick it up, but it says Trivial Pursuit Star Wars. Like, see how it's like embossed on the game board. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, this is probably your Phantom Menace pack right there.
Yeah, look at that. Unopened.
All right.
As a
Okay,
little
so
stack.
we've got a whole bunch of question cards here. So I would love if we just
please note the character tokens in this game are made of the highest quality pewter.
Ooh.
These tokens may bend. If they do, carefully bend them back into shape.
Here's Vader.
And these are in a plastic, by the way.
Yeah, unopened.
Unopened. So good on me as a child to not fuck with these. Here's Leia.
Nice. That's episode 1 or episode 4, Leia.
Yeah, this is Han Solo.
He's so low. He's Han Solo. He's Han Solo.
And there's Luke. So original characters in here.
Nice. In the X-wing pilot outfit.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then you got R2. You got an R2D2 as your timer.
And I guess you push his head.
Probably. Well, I think the cardboard's in there to keep the battery from going.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
What do you think the odds are that 20-year-old battery in there still works?
I'd say they're pretty good. I mean, it's in storage.
Yeah. All right.
I'd say pretty good. It's probably watch battery, so it's not like there might be some corrosion in there.
Okay.
But so we do have there is an open card pack.
Yeah. Well, I pulled a bunch over here.
And
so I would love for you and I to go through a couple of these cards.
Yeah, let's do it.
And ask us some questions. So I'm gonna pick a card randomly here.
All right.
Oh.
And for those at home keeping score,
we should keep score.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we absolutely should.
All right.
You may feel like there's some advantage because this is my game, and these cards, there was a pack that was open, so ostensibly I would have looked at it.
Uh-huh.
I have no memory of ever looking at these cards. Like,
yeah,
legitimately.
Can you recall ever playing this game?
Do you know? You know what? I had at least 4 anthrax shots prior to 1998. So any like verbiage or whatever, this is going to be straight memory of the movie. Hopefully,
all right.
I have not memorized these fucking cards. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you better fucking get this first one right. So,
right.
I don't know what the categories are, but this one is CH in a purple circle, whatever that category means.
Fair enough.
What rebel pilot boasted, "Right now, I feel like I can take on the whole empire myself"?
Oh, it's Dak.
That's right. Dak. DACK. Very nice. So that's 1 point for Dave. All right. Whose shuttle had the code designation of ST-321?
That's a good one. ST-321.
Yeah.
Is that the shuttle they took to Endor?
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
No, Darth Vader's shuttle.
Darth Vader's shuttle. Okay.
Wah.
Why are you? What? All right, so you're gonna run through a whole thing and?
Yeah, I'll run through one card. You can run through another.
All right.
All right. Who was Luke's wingmate during his first pass against the Imperial Walkers on Hoth?
Oh, his wingmate.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't get this. So
it was the same guy who found them.
Yeah. The kind of chubby dude.
Yeah, his name is.
If you come up with this, then
Fuck.
Then I would give you mad props.
Fuck.
All right, you don't have all fucking day.
No,
All right, guy's name is Hobby. Hobbie. Hobby.
Okay.
So yeah,
it's
I
not
never would have gotten that either. I didn't realize that was the dude's name, but I know exactly the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, well, his fucking. I just saw his face on the goddamn cards, the Empire Strikes Back cards.
Yeah, he's like, Captain Solo, can you hear me?
Now that makes me want to find it. Well, go ahead.
All right. Next question.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Okay. This one I think is geography because this is GEO in a green circle.
Okay.
All right. How many moons were visible above the planet Hoth?
How many moons were visible
above the planet Hoth?
When the fuck did they even mention that?
I would imagine it would have been a visual at some point during the beginning of Empire.
I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say 2.
3.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I probably wouldn't have gotten that either. All right. 2 questions left in this card. Who piloted the sand skiff away from the battle at the Sarlacc pit?
Lando. It's a dynamite taste.
Yes, Lando Calrissian. All right. I'm just waiting. All right, last question. What was Obi-Wan Kenobi's last line in Star Wars? I'm assuming they mean episode 4. Obi-Wan Kenobi's last line in Star Wars. This is a good one.
Is it the whole line? It's the.
I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words.
No. So he's not. The Force will be with you always.
That's right. Very good. So that's 1, 2, 3 points for you on that card.
All right.
Very nice. Good job.
All right. So I picked one at random.
Yep.
All right. CH, who asked Luke if he considered changing his mind about landing on Dagobah?
R2-D2?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Who were the first non-Imperials shown piloting a Scout Walker?
Hold on. It had to have been Leia and then Luke. How many people is it looking for? Leia was the first one.
Who were the first non-Imperials shown piloting a Scout Walker?
So are they looking for one person?
I think that would probably give too much away.
Okay, well, the first person was Leia, and the second person was Luke.
Okay, what's a Scout Walker?
Oh, fuck. Okay, no, okay. So I guess it would have been the 2 Ewoks and Chewie.
Right.
Fuck. All right, I'm not going to give myself credit for that.
Yeah,
because
if it had said ATST, you probably would have got Ewoks.
Yes.
Yeah, the answer was Ewoks.
Right.
Okay. What was the seemingly relaxed Leia doing when Luke opened the door to her prison cell, or of her prison cell?
I think she was masturbating.
Is that your final answer?
No. She was just sitting there. She was just lounging on one elbow. I mean, what the fuck are they looking for?
Sleeping. Is the answer.
Was she sleeping?
That's what it says. She does kind of open her eyes and then come up on her elbow. If you really think about it, gotta think about this scene. There's a dirt spot. See, this is how well I know these scenes. When he first walks in, there's a dirt spot on her blouse up here when she leans up.
Oh,
she was laying down and she leans up. It was all in here. So that'd be good for the video.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'll give you that.
All right, what planet is you fucking better get this one. What planet should you travel to if you want to plug a few womp rats?
Tatooine.
Yes.
That's 2 points for me.
Who tipped Chewbacca off to an advancing stormtrooper squad in Cloud City?
Oh, C-3PO.
Yes.
Yeah.
What year saw the U.S. theatrical release of Return of the Jedi?
1983.
Fucking see that.
4 points for me, 3 points for Dave.
That was an easy fucking pile right there.
All right.
The fact that you didn't get the Ewoks thing was just that.
It was my misunderstanding of what they were asking in the question.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Again, riveting now for the audience, but this is fucking fun. So,
all right. So, CH. We really got to figure out what these categories mean.
oh yeah, do we?
All right. Who's the first character Ben Kenobi speaks to in Star Wars: A New Hope? You better fucking get this one. The first character.
Luke Skywalker. The first character is. Oh no, it's R2D2.
R2D2.
Yeah.
You almost didn't get that point. I'm just saying. Like, I'm giving you a little leeway here. All right. Next question. WV, whatever the fuck that means. What protective gray substance was used to freeze objects in Cloud City?
That would be carbonite.
Yeah. All right, you're getting some softballs here.
Well, so did you.
Oh, come on. What relative of Leia's died when she was very young?
Her mother.
Yeah. All right, this card is bullshit. All right. Geography, I know this one. What ghostly trio are seen together only on Endor?
They want just the three names: Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's that geography?
I have no idea. Well, because they're on Endor.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
All right. Who was C-3PO pointing at when he said that unit is in prime condition? He's a real bargain.
R2D2.
What is this? The fucking retards?
I love
card?
it. I love it. I'm glad I got that.
Oh my god, you're gonna get all 6 of these. Last one. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back?
Kirchner.
First name?
Irvin.
Yeah. All right, very good. You got all 6 correct.
Woohoo!
So now it is Dave 9, me 4.
All right, here we go.
Fucking bullshit. That card is stupid.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, it's the worst. This is it is totally random because the video will prove it. I just reached in and grabbed the fucking card.
All right.
There you go. There's your CH. What rebel fell overboard off a small sand skiff near the Sarlacc pit?
Oh, fucking Han Solo.
Nope.
What?
Lando.
Oh, god damn it. Oh.
You're the worst. You're the worst at Trivial Pursuit.
God damn it. I should have... so fucking stupid.
You should be flogging yourself right now.
I know. I need one of those self-flagellation fucking whips.
All right. What vehicles are equipped with harpoons and tow cables?
The snow speeders? Fuck. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, snow speeders.
Oh, okay.
So, you got that one. What were the colors of the 4 rebel fighter groups that participated in the second Death Star battle?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can get this one.
Red group, gold group.
Right.
Yellow? Wasn't there yellow? Red group, gold group, all fighters follow me. Green. Oh, green. Red, gold, green. Green was definitely one of them.
One more.
Fuck.
It's the hardest one.
Oh, god damn it. Green. God damn it. Why is this all one question?
I don't know. Squeeze your head harder, though.
Yellow. I'm going to say yellow.
Nope, it's gray.
Fuck you. All right.
Because they had gold. Why would they have yellow?
I don't fucking know.
What industrial organization do many mining colonies belong to?
What?
They do mention this. What industrial organization do many mining colonies belong to?
Oh, this probably has something to do with Cloud City and Lando.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
It's a dynamite taste.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. I would just be.
It's the mining guild.
Of course it is.
All right, come on. You got two. You got two good ones right here.
All right.
What aliens did Han refer to when noting short help's better than no help at all?
Ewoks.
Very good.
Yeah. Easy.
What does a Jedi never use the Force for, according to Yoda?
Attack.
That's correct.
Boom. All right. So
You're catching up.
After 2 cards, the score is Dave 9, me 7.
All right. So do one more set, one more card.
All right, fine.
One more card each.
I could do this all night, but we'll do one more.
True.
For now.
I just don't know how good this is for the listening audience.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. This is funny. Look at this. Like all the answers are on here, and then on the back side of this card is a fucking picture. So that's weird.
I wonder if that refers to one of the answers.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, who was in charge of the indoor strike team?
Han Solo.
Fucking stupid. How many blaster bolts did an Imperial scout trooper fire at Princess Leia and Wicket?
3.
There's 2.
Was 2.
Yeah, there was that initial one.
Right.
She looked up, and then a second one, and then it was the guy who freeze. So
Yep.
that was rough. That was a rough one. Who discovered Princess Leia's discarded helmet on Endor?
Luke.
Yeah.
He didn't like writing that either. That was
angry
aggressive.
Who gave the order, take the squad ahead, before leaving to search for Leia on Endor?
Han Solo.
Stupid bullshit. What weapon did Wicket carry?
He had a spear.
Yeah, it was a spear.
It was like a big walking stick is what it looked like.
Yeah. What actor played Wicket?
Oh, fuck me. It's, oh my God. I'm not going to remember.
All right. In 5,
Hang on.
4,
Warwick
3.
Davis.
You fuck. Yes, Warwick Davis. Can I even... No, I can't even win if I get all 6 of the next one correct.
It's all right. So, but you'll redeem yourself.
It's fucking stupid. You've gotten like all the softball cards.
All right, tell me when to stop.
I demand stop. I demand a rematch in a future episode.
Fair enough. We'll keep the game here. And okay, who destroyed the second of the Death Star's sentry ships?
The second of the Death Star's sentry ships.
This is a tough one. You got to think of the battle sequence.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have got this.
The second of the Death Star's sentry ships. Oh, the first Death Star?
I think so. Yeah, it would have had to have been. Because in the second Death Star, Luke was on Endor.
Han Solo?
Nope. It was Luke.
I'm trying to think of what they're referring to.
Well, you had so you had the first wave, and then you had the second wave of sentry ships.
Okay,
That's where I think that's the one where Luke says to Wedge, "You can't do any good back
yeah,
there," and then he flies out.
Okay, because all right, yeah, maybe I was thinking like when Vader and the 2 TIE fighters swooped down.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What did the Imperials plant on the Falcon during the ship escaped?
Homing device.
Yes, a homing beacon. Reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
How many sentry ships did the Falcon encounter while escaping the Death Star?
While escaping the Death Star.
Yeah. Come on,
4.
Kid. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, because
That's
Han and
one.
Luke each killed 2.
Yep.
From the gunner positions.
That's a good one. Who manned the bottom gun turret on the Millennium Falcon?
I'm trying to remember who went up who went up the ladder and who went down.
What's funny is I hear the music in my head.
I know. That's exactly what's going through my head right now. Great kid, don't get penisy.
We haven't done that one yet.
Okay, so the question is, who went to the bottom?
Who manned the bottom gun turret?
I'm gonna say Luke.
Correct.
All right.
You had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Did you see? This is the picture on the back of that, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Recognize that picture? That's that one that my cousin gave me the
promo
the
shot.
print for.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Which I still got to get in the frame.
Nice.
I tried to restore it a little bit. Somebody who I know who restores documents gave me an idea for how to get some of that like a little bit of mold off of there. It didn't work. So I was a little disappointed, but okay. Anyway, what rebel hero is armed with a fire extinguisher?
R2-D2.
Yes. All right. What system did the Millennium Falcon lose while battling away from the Death Star? Oh, this is not as easy as you think. What system did the Millennium Falcon lose while battling away from the Death Star?
Forward shields.
Lateral controls.
Oh.
It's one of those things that just said in kind of in passing.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's it. You want to do one more?
Let's do one more.
Let's do one more.
Give me one chance for redemption here, because right now the score is Dave 14, me 11. Yeah, so I still need a miracle to come back here.
All right.
All right. I'm picking one random one from the middle. All right. Ah, Jesus.
It's another picture one on the back.
It is. Man, I can already tell this is gonna be bullshit. All right.
Why can't I just know things? Why's it got to be bullshit?
All right, you'll see. All right. Who called Lando the respectable one?
Han.
Yeah. What did the rebels believe was not operational on the second Death Star?
The primary weapon?
Yeah, the weapon systems.
Of our fully operational Death Star.
What were Han and Lando promoted to before the second Death Star battle?
General?
Yeah. What did rebels initially mistake for a small moon?
The Death Star. You're right. This is not.
Oh, no. We're gonna keep going. What race were the spies who captured crucial information on the second Death Star?
Bothan?
Yeah. Who was the first to join Han Solo's indoor command crew?
Leia. Right?
Are you telling me or are you asking me?
Wait, no, I'm trying to think. Chewbacca. It was Chewbacca. Because then Leia speaks up after that. Can't remember if Chewbacca actually...
This is fucking bullshit.
All right.
This Trivial Pursuit is fucking...
It's obviously my game, so it's going to be geared towards me.
Clearly there was some cheating going on here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, last card.
Memorized all the easiest ones.
Yep.
All right. Who summed up Luke's quest to become a Jedi Knight as delusions of grandeur?
Han Solo.
Yep. Who blasted a hole in the wall of the Death Star's cell bay?
Leia.
Yeah. What were the color designations of the two rebel fighter groups that participated in the first Death Star battle?
Red.
Yep. Y wings.
Yellow.
No.
Gold.
Gold. No fucking yellow.
All right, I won't give myself that one.
What feature of the Death Star proved to be its Achilles heel?
The thermal exhaust port.
Yes. How many scout troopers pursued the Ewok who hijacked the speeder bike?
2.
It's actually 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to
That's
go
what it
back.
says.
No, I'll have to go back and rewatch.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
What do Imperial vessels dump before they jump to light speed?
The garbage.
The garbage. So clearly, you've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, that I, Dave Martin, is intellectually superior to Mr. Jason Roscom when it comes to Star Wars.
Or you just got fucking lucky by getting the softest of softball questions.
You picked the cards
at random.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
All right, so the final score was Dave 20, me 15. I demand a rematch on a future episode,
and we will. We will indeed. I will leave the game here because I know it is in safe hands.
Oh God, we're running long. So, got a couple things in closing, real quick. So, first of all, social media.
I'm not even picking up the paper. That's how good I am right now. By episode 17.
Yeah, 17. I would imagine by now you know
right?
it.
We are at All Things Star Wars Pod on the Instagram.
Yes.
We are at All Things SW Pod on Twitter.
Correct.
And we are, I just realized we didn't mention Facebook in the last episode.
Oh, fuck.
On Facebook, you can find us at All Things Star Wars Pod.
Yes.
You can either do Facebook.com or Facebook.com/All Things Star Wars Pod, or you can just search for us. We're there.
Yes.
And you can Gmail us at allthingsstarwarspod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And you can also find us on... How will they find the video? How will they find us in the video?
The Vince Russo YouTube channel, russosbrand.com. Yeah.
And...
That's everything.
That's it.
So...
No, I was gonna say 5-star reviews.
Yes, 5-star reviews.
I wasn't able to bring it up because I was too busy whooping Jason's ass at some fucking Trivial Pursuit. Whooping his ass. That is the sound.
God damn
wow,
it.
better to be lucky than good. That's all I can say.
All right, next time. Vengeance will be mine. But for now, okay. So yes, 5-star reviews. Both on iTunes and Google Play. Those are the two main platforms you can find us on. If you find us on either of those, please give us a review. Apparently, you can also give us reviews on Facebook. Our friends Big Lovin' and David Schmuck have both given us 5-star reviews on Facebook. So if that's your method of delivery, then please do that. Otherwise, moving on, we don't have a topic picked out for the next episode yet. So once we do have that picked out, we'll put out something on Instagram and Facebook.
We do. We have some books we got to get through.
Yeah.
We got to get Bob back in here and go over some Aftermath. And did we decide we're going to do Aftermath of Bloodline at the same
Yeah, we might as
time?
well.
Okay.
Not in the same episode, but two different episodes.
Two different episodes.
Yeah. But either way, it's just a matter of like getting all of our schedules to work out. But Bob's definitely ready to come back. So this episode is going to air towards the end of August, and that means we are right around the corner from the Journey to the Last Jedi. I mean, at this point, we're going to be days away, where September 1st, both the Phasma and the Leia novels come out. Now, the Leia one, I think we determined was a young adult novel, so I believe so. We probably won't look at that. But Phasma, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm fully planning on reading that when it comes out. I'm going to try to stay current with this Journey to the Last Jedi stuff. So when Phasma comes out, I'm going to try to read it as soon as it comes out. And then 5 days after the Phasma novel comes out, I finally did the research because we were a little unclear as to when the comics were going to come out. But the Captain Phasma comics, issue number 1, comes out September 6th.
Okay.
This is big because this is the first piece of canon material that will take place after the Force Awakens.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because remember, when we read the description of this Captain Phasma comic book series, this 4-book series.
It's her escape. It's, her escape from the
Starkiller Base. Okay. Yeah, so it's how she escapes from Starkiller Base, gets back with the First Order, and what happens to her between Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So, this is a place you really want to circle your calendar. If you're big on following the canon, the official Star Wars canon throughout the comics and the novels, September 6th is the big one. This is the first piece of canon material that takes place after Force Awakens.
Yeah, that is big. And it's going to kick off our podcast countdown.
Yeah.
To the movie as well.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna every week, probably starting in September, we're gonna do a running countdown. How many days left until Last Jedi? And with the Phasma novel, I'm probably also going to be getting the Phasma comics as they come out. So I don't know if you were planning on doing the same thing, but yeah, I'm planning on getting the Phasma comics as they come out and reading them as they publish. So I'll probably pay the extra money to get them on my Marvel Unlimited.
Okay.
But I think it'll be worth it, and I think it'll be something worth discussing on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's fucking having canon.
Yeah,
that's directly relatable to Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should talk about it.
Yep. So that's that. That's what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, and then we will. This is very distracting.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You can only see what Dave is doing if you're watching the video version of the podcast.
It's not dirty.
It's not, but it's just distracting.
I have you
now. But yeah, good episode. Sorry there wasn't really much structure to this one, but it was.
Hey, it was fun. We had some. It's called kind of cleaning out the the clutter, box of clutter of stuff that we've been meaning to get to through other episodes, and especially with we just got the cards.
Yeah.
The trading cards. So that in and of itself was worth mentioning. And like I said, we'll get some pictures up on Instagram. That way people can kind of see the collection and, hey, maybe somebody knows, give me some value, like how much these things are worth.
Yeah, that'd be good to know. I mean, because they could be like 10 cents each, or they could be like $20 per card. Who the fuck knows?
I would imagine that there's a Beckett's out there. I used to be a baseball card kid.
Oh, yeah. I was too back in the day.
So there's probably a Beckett's out there that has these Star Wars cards on there. And, not that I'd go through all the trouble to get them graded because it just doesn't seem like it's worth it anymore. But
I should show you my box of old baseball cards. I've got a whole box of old Topps baseball cards from like 84.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might get a kick out of those. Anyway. All right.
84.
So that's it. So keep an eye out on Instagram and on Facebook for upcoming episode topics. And thank you to everybody who's been listening. And Dave, as always, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.